I'd like to go over the DX Fleet whitelist, just to kind of give everybody an understanding of what's in this list and what's required for configuring DX Fleet. When you open the list is divided in two sections. The top one here is the edge device policy. Now, this is for the edge, but it's also will work for the AX7 and the Synergy device. And then down here, we have user application URLs. So the top is really your edge hardware connectivity, and the bottom is really your end user access to DX Fleet. Over here, the LAN for the VLAN here, LAN 112, that's not something that is required. We don't require a manual IP address for the edge device. So if you'd like one, you could have one, but it doesn't necessarily need to be any certain IP scheme, and it doesn't necessarily need to manual IP address configuration. Although if you'd like one, we can configure one. Jumping over here, we have two different columns here one for our staging environment and one for our production environment. So those URLs will change depending on if you are a lab setup and staging, or if you're in our production environment and you have a live site. So just keep in mind that the URLs are a little bit different. They still use the same port numbers, but the URLs are different. Jumping over to the ports, a lot of these are standard ports, 443 and 480, but we do have some non-standard port for the edge device. That is 5671 and 8863 and 8496. Those will need to be whitelisted if your organization is blocking any non-standard ports. So if we need to open up any sort of firewall rules, or your networking team has to allow or make exception for these port numbers, please reach out and communicate to them that DX Fleet will require this prior to the site coming online with the onboard. On the right here, it'll break down what it is. So in this case, these are just, our IoT hub and our access for the various items here. Jumping down to the document to go over the application URLs. These are going to be, for DX Fleet end user access in the application. So the most popular one here that might be a problem is this 8452 port. That is for our user management login, so that your user can log into DX Fleet. If you do not 8452, then you will get some sort of failed to connect to server error message when you log in, or your login will just spin and it won't actually redirect to our DX Fleet page. So that is the most important one that we see here, that we see blocked from time to time. Same thing, we have different URLs for staging and production, and we have general description here, but the 8452 port is most likely the culprit if your end users cannot log in to DX Fleet on your company network. If you would like to try it off of the company network, you can connect with your cell phone, disable the Wi-Fi, and try to connect on the mobile network and see if that'll let you into DX Fleet. If it does, then you know that the issue is localized to the PC and the network that you are trying to connect with first. So in any case, we would recommend sharing this with your IT department or anybody in charge of your networking at your site to be able to ensure that these ports and URLs are open, so that we don't have an issue connecting and establishing a connection with your edge device, your hardware on site, or your end users gaining access to DX Fleet. So I just wanted to share a quick overview of this document and how it's read. And if you have any questions, feel free to submit a ticket. Thank you.